Hey, everybody, crew, Blind Way back. I'm Aaron.
I'm not Eric.
No, she's not. But we are here for The Flash.
Yes.
Eric cannot be here this week, so Melanie's here with me instead. She's caught up, so she knows what's been going on.
Yeah, I do.
So, last episode, we had Wally and Iris trying to do some crime-fighting duo stuff, and Iris thinking she can't die.
And Cisco for death battle. Cisco put on some big boy pants. Woo!
And Cisco doing his fight against Gypsy, which we had some teleporting shenanigans going on.
And tripping, sweeping the foot to win, but it's okay.
Yeah, so last week was a fun episode. Ultimately, HR gets to stay with us for now. We'll see if that comes or goes or anything happens of that. And then they're still trying to figure out how to change the future.
Yeah,
right.
Yes. Iris better stay around.
Last week we also had a poll. Alright, so last week's poll was Cisco and Gypsy seem to visit a new planet. Which option below do you believe was true? The entire planet was a volcano. They were in a volcano that was on a planet. Melanie, you weren't here for this.
No, I was not.
Eric and I had a discussion about
whether the volcano was on the planet or a volcano was a planet.
Pretty much, yes.
Okay.
For example, they went to Earth 2, and they were on top of a skyscraper.
Mm-hmm.
And they went to Earth, 18 or 19 or whatever it is that Catco is on.
And fought in the office.
And they fought in there, and then they went to another place that was all fiery and magma-y. Magma. So, the voting went with they were in a volcano that was on a planet at 41%, and the entire planet was a volcano at 58%.
Huh.
I wish Eric was here because he said this was going to be such a one-sided vote. But it's pretty close because both options seem to be very viable, in my opinion.
Which option was your option?
I said that they could have just been in a volcano area on a planet. But let's see what other people said, because obviously people said both things. Andrew said maybe they were on Earth 666. Either way, that place did not look like a great place to live. Also surprised Cisco didn't make a Lord of the Rings reference.
Ha 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 ha, yeah. I guess he didn't have that much time.
Napalm said, I like to think that it was Apocalypse. Which I believe is, Darkseid's planet? Does that sound right? I forget. I think it's Darkseid's planet. 16-bit couple said, I was thinking it was a reference to an Earth taken over by Darkseid, and it was a fire pit. So I'm probably thinking the right thing. That sounds about right. Neil Cox said it was definitely a volcano on another Earth, so she can flirt with Cisco. Boom, roasted. Whatever I Feel Like said, I think they probably went somewhere with a volcano on Earth 2 or Earth 19. Neil said it was clearly Mustafar. Darth Vader's chilling somewhere in the background in a Bacta tank, just seething and thinking of puns.
More Star Wars references. We're good.
Abdul said, how can the entire planet be a volcano? And then Zegan responded to them saying, I say calling it a volcano planet is slightly bad wording. Volcanic, maybe after some kind of cataclysmic event.
Well, shoot. I think it's just a comet up there. That's just one volcano. Not even a planet. And
then last one we'll read off, I think, for this. There were a lot of comments on here, and we don't have time to go through all of them, so thank you everyone who did comment. But Mordark said, both of your reasonings could easily be correct. I just agree with Aaron because it's the most possible. I even caught myself thinking it was Apocalypse, the planet where Darkseid lives. But it couldn't be, could it? So, very close poll. Thank you guys for leaving your comments on the poll and for taking the poll. And you can see our next one at the end of this episode, and it will be on patreon.com/blindwave as well. Other than that, Melanie, did you have any thoughts? Because we haven't seen you on The Flash this season at all.
Except for crossover.
Crossover time, yes. Mm-hmm. True. What, have you thought of anything? You're liking the way the story is going? What do you feel of this future coming kind of thing?
I believe this is only the 3rd episode since the crossover.
Yes. They've captured Savitar and threw him in the Time Force, but now we have the whole threat of Savitar coming out and killing Iris.
Iris, I know, but
that's a lot of change. So
I'm still the one. Like I said at the crossover, I find it weird that Barry and Iris are even together.
Oh, okay.
I'm one of them people.
So we can get rid of her and bring Patty back.
Oh, I completely forgot about Patty. Yes, yes. I would love that.
We'll never forget about Patty.
I like Patty.
Well, good.
We have great similar interests.
Can you do it, Barry?
Kid Flash.
We gotta get him faster.
You know, the day the greatest upset in speedster history goes down.
Man, you know there's a reason they call me the fastest man alive.
Because they haven't met me.
Unfortunate incident with Vice President Al Capone.
Well, lucky for you.
Vice President Al Capone.
Who's gonna win?
It's gonna be Ty.
No, Flash.
No, Wally's gonna trip him.
Come on, Flash. Come on, Flash.
Wally.
Kid Flash. Come on, big Joe from Kokomo. Mommy's new pair of shoes. Come on, Wally.
He's done this before.
Come on, Flash.
Look!
Come on,
Yeah,
Flash.
Wally!
No, Flash. Come
Wally's
on.
falling ahead!
Come on.
No! Whoa!
Oh, he phased. Wally can't phase.
Cheater!
Nah.
That's bullshit. Bullshit.
Shit. So good. That was so good.
What an asshole!
Oh, I love that. That was a fun intro. Luigi's. Wait. Luigi's.
Detective, I warn you.
Murder at Luigi's or something. Yeah.
Ew.
Because he died less than 8 hours ago.
This was in the news. This is a headline.
Show you something at Star Labs.
Okay.
About Wally or...
That's the name of the restaurant where we just were.
Yeah.
I spoke to the owner. and he
Always
said
right.
That the restaurant
Maybe we should tell Joe.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, they made a little obsessed over it.
No.
Day 40.
Oh, oh, poison. Poison.
Cover! Cover! Freeze the body.
Mmm, it's dust.
We're running up to VJ1000 in no time.
Hey.
Have a good one. Catch you later.
He was in Boy Meets World, I think. I think it's the same actor.
Anything for
Oh,
a
snap. And he's going to age real quick and decay. Boom.
Cut off your arm. Well, too late. Cut off your head.
And if you're moving fast enough, you can phase through anything. Even molten lava. You know, if you ever ended up in a volcano. Yeah.
You know, I still don't get it. How do you do this?
All right, come on. Anybody see me?
Damn, I barely saw you. Look, we gotta get going.
I love Joe.
Yeah, I did too.
But then I learned hot roasted coffee beans contain cancer-causing levels of acrylamide.
Well, damn.
I don't want coffee no more.
Here you go. You
Jody
can finish
still
that.
says you're,
I never drink
Coach
coffee.
What
Just
do you
Monster.
say?
I'm undecided.
Which matter?
Kid Flash.
What?
So obsessed.
Kid Flash is the one thing you miss. about
Oh my
Central City?
gosh.
Whoa, Barry, slow down. You know,
His head's
you're so
just-
skeptical about it. Kid Flash is cool.
And he's probably pretty cute under that mask. Yeah, I think so too. Come on,
Love
Jimmy,
it.
honey, Kid Flash. From what I hear, the Flash is the one who's actually saving people.
Sounds like Cecile's team Flash.
Joni, my Flash, or Kid Flash.
Oh, snap.
They both are.
Okay, but if you had to choose.
I don't think I could choose.
Yeah, but if you, like, have to.
Shut up, Wally.
Can you give me some cream, Molly, please?
I can change that.
Everything he touches.
Whoa, we can just disintegrate the bullets.
Holy smokes. Just don't touch him.
Don't.
Can't touch me, Speedster.
Out the door!
Great.
How come the floor doesn't disintegrate and stuff?
It was a few months from now.
What he saw was himself. Standing before Savitar. And me. Right before Savitar killed me.
They don't know. They don't know what my baby girl means to me, Barry, but you do.
I know. Joe.
I just...
Can't stand seeing other people cry. he can just eat that door.
Call Barry, call Barry, call Barry, call Barry, call Barry, call Barry, call Barry.
Shoot.
Okay, I'll call Barry.
No, I got this. He's at CCPD on Closer.
Okay, go.
Both.
Call Barry
Both
anyway.
is
Call Barry
fine.
anyway. Call Barry.
Actually, I want to kill his daughter instead.
Duh.
This is not how I'm supposed to die.
Well, I'm pretty sure it is. No, stop!
Don't. No.
Did he phase?
Too late, Kid Flash. Near her. Nerve endings.
And that long using my powers, I could lose control. Caitlin, you were strong, okay? Stronger than you know. You're not going to lose control.
I like that idea. Don't lose control. If they go that route, I would love it. Oh, God.
Like, defies time and space crazy.
Huh? They're gonna vibe it?
I love how creative HR is.
Went to that class.
Multiverse series.
So, you know,
We're gonna go to Flashpoint.
This is gonna be.
Gypsy did say I could do some pretty.
Oh, Joe and Stone all in one place. Stone West.
Don't get on it. Miss it. Miss the bus.
It's a train.
Subway. Crap. Oh no.
Just control it, Caitlin. You're good.
you're one of the strongest people I've ever met. You can win this fight. Iris needs your help now.
So proud of him.
Good job. Good job.
First time not being a douchebag. Take notes.
Oh,
Holy
no.
crap.
Is he gonna destroy the train track?
Like, how can he even eat?
He uses... I don't know. How does he wear clothes?
I don't know. So what's the plan?
We're gonna move the train.
What?
Do that. I'll vibrate it. I'll vibrate it fast enough that it can face through this. You could do that? I don't know. I've never tried before.
Oh, wow.
How's it stay on the track?
I don't know, but Wally, help! Somehow! Do something!
I don't think he knows what to do.
Holy
Jeez.
crap!
Well, that was cool.
That's
I
insane!
didn't know that was something that he was gonna be able to do.
Obviously, he didn't know either.
But he tried and did it.
How's he?
He's gonna phase his blood into him.
I know you can do it.
I'm sorry.
I need you to believe it too. Run, Wally. Run.
Force.
Oh! Oh!
Yes!
I did it.
I'm so proud of you!
You did. Goodbye, Kid Flash.
I like that face.
Look at that.
Kid Flash can vibrate.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what happened. Wallace was a total badass. That's what happened. Translate.
Yeah, he phased his speedster blood into Yorick and neutralized his powers.
That's the science behind it.
It was all of us working together.
Yeah. Really proud of everybody.
It's in your life now. If you're gonna date my daughter, that's the way it should be.
You're still a close second.
I love their
I mean,
relationship.
it's just... Yeah.
Aww. She goes from trying to kill him to falling in love with him. Love it.
Brings you to my neck of the bullpen.
Ah, Jody's headed.
Let's go.
Thank you. See ya.
Bye, babe.
I love seeing him happy too. Aww.
Good.
That's,
How's new?
he melted the door.
Better than new with the 3 extra locks.
I love and trust you, Marietta. The Flash. I love all of you, and I always will.
I love you. That was so nice.
Good job, Wally. What?
Ooh.
What's wrong?
God. He's
What?
really bad. He has him in Gorilla City.
What? Oh!
He's going to be
Eric's gonna
so
be
pissed.
so mad. But he'll be here for next week. But what?
I
We're
never
going-
expected to see him again.
We're going to Earth. You didn't?
Grodd?
Yeah.
No, I thought they just gave up on trying to do Grodd
do you
because
know-
it took so much work to do.
Do you not remember the headlines at all? Did you not like look into those? Because one of them is about surviving a gorilla attack.
What?
Yeah, it's about the city after a gorilla attack. And I was like, well, Eric, it could be one of those, like, Harambe kind of incidences. He's like, I suppose, but I'd rather have a gorilla attack. So, like, if we're going to Earth 2 next episode and gonna go see some Gorilla Grodd with his army from Gorilla City, because they sent him to Earth 2.
I know.
And there was an army of gorillas with, like, the and like it's crazy. Dude, that's awesome. I'm excited for that.
I love your recap of all of that.
Yeah, it's so good.
That is... Oh, I won't be here next week.
But that is gonna be cool. I'm excited for that. Alrighty.
I'm excited for other HR.
Oh, Harry?
Like the legitimate Harry.
The legitimate Harry?
I don't know. I wrote HR question mark because I like him. He's very creative, but I still can't stand him.
My favorite has probably been the second one so
Yes.
far. But
oh yeah, by far.
this one-
Jesse's daddy.
But this one's been okay. I'm liking this one more. So we can now have phasing from Wally, which is cool.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how that works out. I was wondering what they were going to do with that because they had the whole, like, what was it? Like, Kid Flash is, like, naturally gifted, but, like, in Young Justice, he couldn't phase, but Flash could. So, like, they had some variations on, like, here's what the main superheroes can do, and here's what you can do, you know? Same thing with, like, Superman can do all this, and Supergirl can do all this, but Mon-El can't do that, or, you know, Superboy can't do that. So, like, there's differences in, like, similar types of heroes.
Mm-hmm.
But now, like, they're pretty much bringing Wally up to being exactly, like, as powerful as Barry.
Well, I mean, Wally has not had his powers for very long.
True.
So, he's still obviously learning. I think he's going to pass Barry.
No, yeah, he will.
And
That's
talent.
the idea. He has the natural talent. It's the matter of, like, his skills surpassing Barry's. Which he's faster. Like, every time they do it, they're like, you're faster than Barry was at this point in his training.
Mm-hmm.
So everything about him is going to be better. That's why Barry was like, I can't save her, but you can last episode. Because he knows that he needs to train him and get him faster because he's capable of doing it where he's not.
Well, I didn't think, whenever he said that, I didn't think that's what he meant.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking more of, I have to be there at this point, but you do not.
Not at all.
You can...
In order for him to do it, he has to be at a certain speed. For him to get that certain speed, they remember the graph they did?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a natural growth, it was a big spike. Whereas Wally, rather than having this, he's having this growth already. And then also, whenever he was talking to Iris last episode, he said something that was like, talking about him, and how, like, well, I can't change everything. I can't change the future, and I can't. And it made him realize that Wally's the one that needs to be doing it. And everything about Wally has been faster and better and whatever compared to Barry at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So he will be faster and maybe stronger. I don't know. The question I'm wondering is, when we get to the end of the season, what's going to happen with him? Are you going to have two Flashes that are both equal? Or, you know, one's even a little stronger than the other one? Or is one going to be going to, say, Legends or something else? Is Barry going to lose his powers? Is Barry going to die? Could Wally die? Like,
Well,
you know,
Barry can't die.
what if one will fall? What if it's tricking us thinking that Iris is going to do it, and really it's Barry that's going to die or something, you know?
I don't like your way of thinking.
Vice President Al Capone?
I know!
And put me down for an Abe? Well, whatever $100 is here. I just like the random things they throw in of like, what? Your planet's weird. You know?
Yeah, like the coins that they had at the movies in the park. They were triangles
Yeah,
and
whatever those things
like
were.
squares and...
Caitlin Snow, I liked the idea of like her being strong and fighting it. It's actually one thing that Eric has been upset about is just like, so she gets powers, she's going to be bad? But I'm like, well, it's changing. It's kind of the same thing that Alchemy had going on with him, which they compared to this time a lot, too.
I liked the comparison there.
I'm glad that they kind of had that comparison, and I hope that maybe they can work together and have that, like, I could get these powers and whatnot, but I can still fight it. I can still be me. Because I think her and Vi both will be a big asset against Savitar.
Oh, yeah.
Gypsy last episode was able to just stop Kid Flash. Yeah. If Cisco can do that to Savitar, or Killer Frost was able to freeze Savitar last time we were fighting him, like any of that stuff could help.
But see, I understand, like, her mom said if you keep using these powers, they will destroy you, or whatever. And to me, like, I know I'm bringing up Supernatural, which is not in the same universe, but the Noki, like, whenever they were talking about using the angel power, they were talking about every time you use it, it destroys part of your soul. So, like, the way that I was thinking about Caitlyn's powers is that every time she uses it, it destroys her soul. It doesn't matter if she tries to fight it or not. There's no choice about it. It still destroys part of her every time that she uses it. Mm-hmm. So, like, yes, she was able to be strong to control it, but I still think if she continues to use it, she's going to lose herself regardless.
See, now with that though, would she lose it and just be evil, or would she lose it and just not care about anything, but not necessarily be evil?
I think she'd just be, apathetic. Just
she could just
lose everything.
Well, if they're
no
dead,
soul.
they're dead. I don't care.
Yep, pretty much cold-hearted.
What do you think of Julian and Snow?
Yes, I love that. I love that combo. I've been rooting for that combo the whole entire time.
I guess it could be interesting. The only thing though is he just gonna die?
That's true.
Go away?
He is a bigger actor, I guess.
Well, yeah, that, and also, like, taking account the other relationships that Snow's had.
Oh, I know.
She had Firestorm, right? Whatever his name was, the first one, I forget, Ronnie? Who died. Well, he turned to Firestorm and left, then came back, then died, yeah. And then then she had Jay Garrick, who turned out not to be Jay Garrick and ended up being Hunter Zolomon, and was a bad guy and screwed her over and then died.
Yep.
You know, so like she doesn't have a good track record.
No.
So I don't know, and with him, like you said, with him being a higher actor, I assume he's gonna be in this season. I don't expect him to become a regular for next season. So will he be leaving? Will he be dying? What's gonna happen there? Is he gonna be bad again? Is he gonna not be strong enough to fight this? Is he the one gonna release Savitar? Will that be the one that betrays? I don't know.
I really hope that he does not leave. I enjoy him. I enjoy watching him in Flash. Like, just watching the character development from being this complete introvert, like, stupid punch him in the face, to this episode I could actually tolerate him.
Gotcha. I'm gonna say we move on to the Q&As. Hopefully we have some. We're doing this much earlier than we normally do because it works out better for me and Melanie to film them. So hopefully we still have some Q&As available for Flash. If not, then ask your questions next week, and we'll probably be getting them the best we can next week then. Speed King said, who do you guys like more? Flash, Kid Flash, Jesse Quick, or Jay Garrick? Also, that train scene.
Yeah.
And Jesse Quick.
Jesse Quick. Yes.
Who do I like more? I'd probably go with Flash or Jay Garrick, probably.
Was Kid Flash one of the options?
Kid Flash and Jesse Quick are options.
I love Wally. I love Wally's sense of humor. I've always loved Kid Flash. And Young Justice, Kid Flash was my favorite, so... Wally has a good spot in my heart.
Okay. Darth Kal-El said, Grodd. Grodd has Harry. Yeah. Which he does.
Like, and then, Grodd! I agree, Grodd!
And then Samuel said, do you think Killer Frost could be used for good? Also Grodd! And then he gave me a gif of Grodd going, Rah! Or at least a big giant ape, but I think it's Grodd. Anyway, could Killer Frost be used for good? I'd like to hope so. Like, I love the idea of her and Vibe working together in this Earth, whereas they were working together evil in Earth 2. Mm-hmm. You know? Like, I think that would be a fun idea. And they'd be such help against Savitar. Right. And as Joe was saying this episode, like, together we can do stuff. No more secrets. We work together, you know? The problems keep occurring when they're telling all these secrets and not wanting to tell, like, I'm turning into Killer Frost, so I'm not telling anybody. Whereas Cisco's like, well, here, I'll make you these and you won't have that problem. You know? And instead she went to her mom, who's like, I don't know anything about you, and my partner wants to use you for bad, and...
Yep.
Just go to Cisco. Cisco could have helped.
I know.
Like that.
Like,
You deal with metahumans on a daily basis. That's your guys' job, basically. Like, you don't need to tell these secrets amongst everybody.
a lot of these decisions in this season have just driven me nuts. But anyway.
Alrighty. Matt said, well, if the prophecy reigns true, then Julian will die, since Caitlyn's getting close to him.
Yeah, we kind of discussed that, unfortunately.
Yes, exactly. Shire said maybe Wally could learn how to make speed mirages in order to fool Savitar on May 23rd.
Ooh.
That could be
That's
interesting.
a clever idea.
He also said, I think it was worth Joe being upset over the lies because that man's emotion brought tears to my eyes.
Oh, I know, right?
Dude, like I said, Joe and Captain Lance, not Captain Lance in Legends, Captain Lance from Arrow, who's not
Yeah.
Captain anymore, but, like,
Yes.
those two, like, I feel for them so much whenever, like, the crap that Captain Lance has gone through,
Oh my gosh.
you know?
Like, thinking that Sarah's dead, and then...
We don't need to go into all of it.
God,
We don't
nah.
need, but yes, the stuff that he's gone
Sorry.
into, the stuff that he's gone through has been so heartbreaking, and he keeps having to go through it over and over, it seems. And then there's one scene in particular where, like, it's just a look from one character to him, and then he immediately breaks down. And that one, like, just catches me so much. It was in the 11:18 episode or whatever it was, you know what I'm talking
Yeah, I
about?
know what you're talking about.
So, but
I don't want to
jeez.
think about what you're talking about.
But no, those two actors, like, I feel like those two are the ones that, like, if something happens, they can make me feel emotional from the way they act. They're so good. Both of them are really good.
Like, shoot, I've seen Joe in many, many things, and every single time, it's just, duh. I agree with you. His acting's superb.
So speaking about Joe, Shire said, are you afraid Joe might actually die? He's happy with Cecile, and he mentioned the death prophecy about Iris.
I don't like your way of thinking. You may shut up now. You and you.
I don't know. I hope. I don't know who's going to die with that. We've been speculating a lot with that. Maybe they'll change the future. And as long as this isn't like a Arrow thing. Arrow had the whole gravestone thing where, like, well, we have to kill somebody now, you know?
Yeah.
But they had that whole element of, like, well, maybe we can change the future. So maybe, you know, it's just there, and it might not happen.
And no one dies.
But we don't know.
And Malfoy stays around.
Maybe Barry dies.
Barry can't die.
Okay, so who would you want to die on the team? Who's the one you'd want to get rid of?
Oh, dang it. Julian.
So there you go. Steve said something kind of similar to what we said. It doesn't make physical sense, but I guess Caitlyn's powers make her apathetic, cold-hearted, and numbs her emotions. That could be what it is. Like, it's not really like an evil thing. It's just like a very I don't care about anything.
Yep, she loses her soul.
Jonah said, do you agree, Eric, that Grodd should invade both Earths? Grodd. I'm sure he would. I'm sure he would think that Grodd should invade all Earths. Daniel said, we're finally getting Gorilla Grodd back. How awesome is it gonna be to see Wally, Jesse, and Barry against him?
Yeah. Jesse and Wally.
That'd be pretty sweet. It's gonna be Flash has had issues fighting him on his own, but the only thing though is it's not 3 speedsters against Grodd. It's 3 speedsters against Gorilla City.
Yeah.
There's a lot more going on now. I don't know that all of them have like their little mind
Telepathic.
power type stuff. He probably does, and then he has soldiers, but they're still fucking gorillas.
Yeah.
Curiosity Kitty said, is relying on Wally good or bad since he got the powers from Dr. Alchemy, and could they be taken away just as easily? I don't know the process of being able to take them away. We haven't seen anyone get things taken away except for the whole sciencey and he today that we saw. So I think Wally has the natural talent to be able to be faster than Barry, whereas Barry's been working on this for a while and got as fast as he can. So I think it should be fine.
Shoot, if Wally lost this, he would be devastated. Because this is all that he's ever wanted. And then if he loses it, poof. Like, he almost lost it before, like, he even got it.
Yeah.
So.
Sonny said, do you think it's possible that it's Harry that's on the roof with the gun in the future instead of HR? I did make that claim in that episode. I don't know if it got cut or not, but I was like, how do we even know that this really is HR? Honestly, it could be any of the Harrison Wells from any of the Earths.
True.
Theoretically, you know? But I like to think that it would be Harry the one that's up there, because Harry last season was always carrying a gun around with him all the time. You know, he had that gun. Now, we've already seen the gun that's going to be used, but HR doesn't really feel like, to me, you know, the guy with the gun standing up on the roof shooting.
I would hate to have to rely on
But
HR.
Harry would do it.
Yes.
And if they come in and save him from Grodd, hey, I owe you one. Hey, well, why don't you come and help me with this? So I could see that easily being the case.
That would be awesome. There would actually be hope.
And then Kevin Hudson said, aside from Barry, does anyone really call him the fastest man alive? Or is that just something he calls himself?
I think that's what Iris calls him.
I've argued that every season, because he has that opening of, like, I'm the fastest man alive. My name's Barry Allen, that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And Reverse Flash was faster than him season 1. And then Zoom was faster than him season 2. And now Savitar's been faster than him season 3. And now Wally's getting faster than him in season 3. And heck, wasn't Jesse faster than him or something? I forget what it was. Like, everyone always seems to be faster than Barry, so. Alright, I think that's all. Questions that we had some questions that we didn't get to answer because some of duplicates, some things we've already talked about and whatnot, so. Right? Anything for a poll. So, as Melanie was saying about Justice League Unlimited and how in that, and also in, I think it was Super Friends and some different ones, Grodd is a part of the Legion of Doom. If you're watching Legends of Tomorrow, the last episode we had in that was called Legion of Doom.
Oh, I saw it, I just didn't know that's what it was called. Anyway.
Do you think that we could have Grodd possibly, depending on what happens with the Flash and whatnot, joining up with the other members of the Legion of Doom?
That'd be epic.
Because what would be sweet would be to see Grodd fighting against Vixen.
Oh,
right?
Snap, that would be awesome.
Yeah. Could they make that little tie-in or twist or anything like that? Or do you think that's too much and we're not going to have something like that happen? So, let's have that. Leave comments on patreon.com, vote in the poll, and let us know what you think. Make sure you guys go to patreon.com/blindwave. There'll be a button at the end of the video. Alright, I guess that's it for Flash. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. We got Grodd coming. And we'll definitely be having Eric back for next episode. As I said, in Supergirl, if you saw that, this week, Melanie and I will be taking care of the CW shows. Working on trying to get them up as fast as I can. And things should be getting back to normal next week. If you have any Q&As, make sure you guys are trying to do Q&As for Legends, S.H.I.E.L.D., you know, all that kind of stuff. We're doing it the night of, so we'll get to you if we can. Hopefully it works out. Other than that, I think that's all.
Yeah,
so
that's it.
We'll see you guys next time. I'm Aaron.
I'm Melanie.
And you guys have a good one. Bye. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be going through these this week. While you're here on this screen, though, make sure you guys check out the buttons to the side for subscribing and for Patreon, and also some extra videos that you may enjoy. And while you're here, why don't you hit that like button if you like this video, or hit the dislike button if you didn't.